Well, I went in with Vern Rapp of Cincinnati Reds, and Vern was let go around half the season mark in 1984. And then Pete took over, and I was very fortunate. I think because I kept my nose clean, I was able to keep my job even though they switched managers. And Pete was great to the players. I mean, he was a player manager, and he treated the players really, really good. He treated the press great, and he worked hard. I mean, he worked as hard at playing as he did at managing at that time. I mean, you always work hard at playing, but he worked hard on both ends. And the playing part of it, I used to throw batting practice to him before batting practice on the field, batting practice on the field, sometimes after batting practice on the field, and sometimes after the game. And that's how dedicated he was, and a guy that really took care of himself. He was in tremendous shape, and I was fortunate to be there when he broke Ty Cobb's record in the dugout. So he is a guy that played the game the way it's supposed to be played. He played hard. Every ball he hit, he ran out real hard. He played hard in the field. He just gave everything he could for the team to win, and quite often they did win when he was on their ball clubs, and I'm sure he's an integral part of all of it. Well, he could, as far as hitting, he really worked on hitting line drives. His thing was line drives, and you could throw a whole bucket to him in the cage quite often, and he would not hit the top of the cage. He'd just hit line drives and stay on top of the ball. And what he'd do, he'd keep moving up to you. So he'd end up pretty close to you, and he'd keep saying, stay behind that L screen, and he'd just hit line drive after line drive. So he was just phenomenal with the bat. I mean, obviously, to break Ty Cobb's record, he was not only endurance, but great with the bat. Pepper, he could put you in a line. Would first hit ground balls to you one at a time right down the line. Then after a while, he'd hit line drives to each guy, little line drives. And then he could pretty much hit the ball wherever he wanted to, unless you threw him an absolutely horrible pitch. But if it wasn't too horrible, he could still do that. I mean, his bat control was unbelievable. And it was always fun playing Pepper with him because he just went right down the line.